Welcome to a brand new Monday morning. It's Monday afternoon at least, surely, Dave. Oh, why am I here in the afternoon on a Monday? Well, yesterday I couldn't sleep very well and my stomach got all gross. And I woke up the time I would usually wake up for work and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. So I called in sick and went back to bed. It's nice to have sick days and a job for a change. I slept for like 5 more hours. Feeling a little bit better now. I still haven't had a coffee yet today, but I figured before I get up, have my shower and go get some coffee and stuff like that, I think I'm going to check out this Hell Is Us demo. Because I have no patience whatsoever. So let's just check it out now. I like when companies do this. They do the demos like this. Especially when they're so far in advance, so you can kind of make your decision up about whether you want to buy a thing ahead of time. This map is interesting, huh? It's like... It's not really a satellite view, it's more like a elevation view. And with that hold that's shifting around, but it's still maintaining elevation lines. Really cool design. Hysteria. I don't know, let's get into it. Game is a work of fiction. Oh no. Oh, scenes of violence and urban guerrilla warfare are included for narrative and entertainment purposes. No way intended to promote or condone such behavior in real life. Are they worried that people are going to break out into guerrilla warfare after playing this game? Disclaimers are funny these days. Our game has no map except the title screen. No markers indicating where people or things are, where to go next, or who to talk to. We will never tell you precisely what must be done or how to do it. To thrive in Hell Is Us, you'll need to pay attention to your environment, listen and be vigilant, and trial and error, I imagine. Demo save compatibility. Not going to be compatible with the full retail version. I prefer that. I know some people like having it so that you can carry it over. And I don't mind when they do have it where you can carry over because it doesn't affect me because I don't do it, but it is funny when you hear about things like the Stellar Blade demo and people go into the main game at the max level you can get from the demo. Half their stuff for the entire game already unlocked. It's like, I just started a new game when the game comes out. For best experience, playing Hell Is Us with the controller. Real Hell Is Us players use a controller. Yeah. Show us the tutorials, sure. We're here for the demo, we need the tutorials. Who knows what kind of weird mechanics they got. Game is still a bit loud. Might turn it down a bit. I don't know why every game's so massively loud by default. Holograph noises. Was that graphical or was that intentional? It must have been intentional. This is a pre-rendered cutscene.
It's a true serum. It's still experimental, hence the polygraph. I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The Yellow Brick Road.
Well, apparently, needs more time. While it's going through your system, curious about something.
I don't know the polygraphs work if you're on
Why
chemicals.
did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings. I don't think you realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You were smuggled out of Hadia at age 5, grew up in the foster care system, and dabbled in criminal activities. You managed to pull yourself together and become a decorated soldier. After decades of trying to get back into Hadia, well, you decided to take matters into your own hands.
Is this the main character? I hope so. I don't remember playing a main character in a long time that had the curly hairs.
It seems we are ready. How did you get into Hadia?
I asked for a transfer to the UN peacekeepers, who had deployed inside Hadia. It backfired. When the paperwork cleared, Hadia's civil war was in full swing and the peacekeepers pulled out. I reported to my new unit, stole some gear, and crossed the mountains.
Why come back?
Fuck. My parents. I wanted to find them. I needed,
Closure?
I needed to confront them.
How did you know your parents were still in Hadia?
I didn't. My only memory was that my father was the blacksmith of a village of Jova.
Getting into Hadia is just as hard as leaving. Tell me, who smuggled you out?
My mother.
What happened?
She sat me down in the back of a truck, gave me her necklace, and shut the door.
She didn't say anything?
She told me, never come back.
And then here we are. No one listens to their mom anyways, right? We all have to find out the hard way. Those cutscenes are awfully high res, huh? Jeez. So the ON is equivalent to the UN, possibly. At least that's the imagery they're going for here. All right. Ooh, it's an L3 to run game. We know I love those. Nothing else does anything right now, though. I definitely have become a true believer in L3 to run superiority. I didn't realize this game was going to be such a... I mean, after we saw the system requirements come out, I guess so, right? But I didn't realize it was going to be such a high-res game. I thought it was going to be more along the equivalent of, like, Steel Rising is graphics-wise. I know it's not the same developer, the same publisher, but... I can't gather. 100 gold cast medallion with 8 figures, spear embossed on one side. Classified, access denied. Unknown language. We don't have a jump or anything as of yet. I hope there is a jump in this game. Based on the fact it doesn't let me do anything with sprint right now. Just assume we just have sprint right now. Is this what we consider loot? Oh, it's a manual save. Hi. Be with you in a minute, sir.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
Is Sabs a person, or is that like a slang for a type of people or a soldier or organization? Quite a bit of details put on some of these. Hudson Mills original crackers. And we're not just talking about the people that live there. Conversations can be started with many characters you encounter. Conversation topics can be chosen based on datum, which represent a specific piece of information you previously encountered. Conversing with characters may reveal additional datum. Just call it info, David, which can open up new topics of conversation. Topics that are relevant for your main objectives are listed on the left side of your screen. Listed on the right side are optional topics, which reveal more about the situation, culture, and history of Hedea. We trades as well. Is it currently 1993, or is this an old character or calendar? Can't quite read the cursive.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer.
Got some pretty flowers. Is that milk?
You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Does he just have a whole ass jug of milk out on his table beside him, where he's like gonna drink the whole thing? It's not even refrigerated. Maybe it's raw milk. I mean, he's a farmer.
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone.
So that's what Sabs were.
They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I hope he finds his way home, if he's out there somewhere.
Interesting.
I grew up hating Sabs, without question. My pap and my dad hated them. That was enough reason for me. Now
I learned why.
I despise the bastards.
He's like, we wasn't just.
I'd be at the front if I were any
Wasn't
younger.
just hatred.
I'd show the Sabs as much mercy as they did my boys.
Typical wars.
I don't know much about them. All I know is that the peacekeepers came here to calm things down. The first and only time I saw them was when they were leaving the country. I was walking on the side of the road when a convoy of white trucks rolled by. I noticed one of the soldiers. He was the only one smiling. He looked like Arlo, one of my boys. He waved at me. Oddly, I found myself waving back. I think it was a lost cause to try and quell ancient hatreds. Sabs and Palamists have long memories.
Palamists.
I think of that soldier from time to time. I hope he made it out of Hedea.
So I thought Hedea was a country or a well, it could be still a region. A country or a city, but it sounds more like it's a region of conflict where Sabs and Palamists are fighting.
I managed to survive 2 years of this damn war. No parent should have to bury a child, let alone 3. I'm left to endure this torment. That's what we do. We carry on, no matter what. Despite all of it, I know we Palamists will win this war. We have Setharis on our side. The Sabs only pretend to worship him, which will be their undoing.
So it's a religious
Trust
war?
me. President Yanko, no matter how you feel about the bastard, he held everything
Seems like
together.
Hedea is a country then.
His grandiose vision of unification kept a fragile peace together.
This game might be a little bit too topical.
His excessive brutality.
A little bit too relevant today.
He was the one that turned Hedea into a prison. No one was allowed out or in, keeping old grudges bobbling on the pot's rim, just waiting to boil over. When President Yanka blew his head off, the hand holding the lid was gone. War was inevitable. I've always seen we Palamists as creatures of habit. Like most of us, I hold my God and traditions close to my heart. We are humble and modest and tend to help our neighbors, so long as they're Palamists.
Ah, of course.
We love gatherings, especially during the week of peace.
As long as they're gatherings of Palamists.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. And perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Are they looking for us?
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Sethers, bless their souls. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
I'm surprised even... Okay. New person. Mother updated. Blacksmith of Jova updated. Village of Jova updated. I was gonna say I'm kind of surprised that even the side content there is voice acted. It's good that it is. It's nice, but still surprising. Like the stuff on the right hand side of the screen that's just like the background information. You are unsure of how to proceed in your main objective. Oh, if you are unsure, open the data pad and navigate to the investigation tab. Select an investigation to see all associated datum you have discovered. You may then select a datum to see specific information you've gathered. So, investigate clues about my parents. And they're saying... So we have all the information that we got from speaking to him. We've got an heirloom necklace. Unknown military group. Used to live in the village of Jova. I don't remember what she looks like. Interesting interface, actually. Was there anything else here? Oh, loadout. Yeah. Compass, inventory. No drone at the moment. The research items, the gold medallion. Equipment type hat, my trusty cap. Well used, but it served me well. I don't imagine this demo is going to be very long, by the way, because, I mean, you saw that cutscene at the start, and you see what the game looks like, and it was only 11 gigabytes. So it's probably not going to be a super long demo. That being said, the entirety of Sekiro is like 21 gigabytes or something, 24. So you never know. Maybe I'll save doing a ton of exploring for when the game comes out if we decide at the end of this that we're buying it. For now, he said follow the wind chimes. I want to see if there's a jump button. It doesn't look like there is a jump button. I mean, it works for some games. I feel a lack of a jump button sometimes makes a game feel more like it's on rails, but this game looks pretty follow the pathy right now anyways. Kazan didn't have a jump.
You found me. Epsilon 12, right? God, I can't see shit. I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
Would you really design a helmet like this meant to be worn in a combat zone with the microphone entirely outside of the enclosure? Wouldn't it just be like inside and kind of like poking up near the mouth? It doesn't look as cool then, Dave.
Who are you?
I'm Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC. We got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Who has the APC key?
Who are you?
Oh yeah, I hit you.
Not
Who are
sure
you
how I
again?
got it.
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The sergeant's easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. I need to stop the bleeding. We have a med kit in the camp we set up in the woods west of here. We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
All right. Can I trade anything right now? I was curious. Interesting. So he did say to the west of here, but I'm assuming I need to go up that ladder. Or is this the med kit over here? The thing about not having a jump is even like a log like that'll stop you from going anywhere. Which is always funny. There's the marks he was talking about. Now the people will know we were here. I always remember that commercial whenever I see one of those. See what they're about. Does it mark loot? Is there lockpicking in this game? I'm guessing, since there's no jumping, there's gonna be a lot of backtracking. Even if you blockheads find the key, I bet you'll never find the treasure chest. The blue paint is harder to see than the red. Some items related to investigations or exploration can be equipped in your loadout for easy access. Once equipped, they can be activated using hotkeys. I don't know if that's gonna get old real quick every time you open the menu, it like going through those motions. I just wanted to see, I couldn't remember if there was a map or anything on it, but not really. But it says the red paint is harder or is easier to see than the blue paint, and this is yellow paint. The clue was on yellow, and then I mentioned the key is going to be at red paint, and then the treasure's at blue. Maybe there won't be very many reasons to go into the inventory, and that's how they'll get away with having this every time you open the inventory. Like, could you imagine? I'm just picturing someone trying to like speed run Final Fantasy IX or something like they do with all the menuing in that game, and every time they open the menu, and then they can do stuff. Cool. Here's the red rocks, like I said. He did make a sound like he was hurt a little bit there. So there's quite a lead-in in this game before you even start doing any combat, it seems. There's no map there, dude. Oh, and you can't exit out of it either. You have to watch the entire screen if you open it. Oh. You don't want to fat finger the menu button in this game. It does seem like they're going to try for more of an immersive, slow pace. Behold, the magnificent treasure of the Cadell family. It belonged to our great-great-great-grandpa. P.S. Don't break it, you nitwits. Oh, wow. Ecstasy, grade 1. Damage absorption, endurance bonus, and stamina cost reduction. While grievously wounded, reduce the stamina cost of all actions. So we've got 2 weapon slots, defensive gear, passive relic, active relic, and then usables. I don't know if those numbers are big, but they seem really high, like the bonuses there. Alright. Safe medkit. Vial of strange substance. Classified entry. Access denied. Survey report. OMSIF Epsilon 11. Anomaly imprint. Time since anomaly collapse. 1056 years. Based on resonant topology, signature coincides with the 5th cycle harmonics. Actions taken. Following items forwarded to facility ZC02 for further analysis. Complete imaging profile of site, concentric pattern core samples extracted around anomaly locus, proximate flora samples. So there are teams that go to investigate anomalies. I don't know if they only do it post their collapse, but and you can kind of see as well the ground. I didn't notice that before. Is it like that everywhere? No, just at the camp. I wonder if we get to learn that language throughout the game. Oh, this place here was already all the way up by the camp? It's funny. That's how they make you spend a lot of time in a small amount of space. before we help the guy. We gotta see what's up here, surely. Sprinting up ladders, check. Doesn't fit there. Oh, I see. It's just that it's a possibility of fitting there. That other one that we have didn't give us the option to even try it. Pretty sure it says unknown language, Dave. Oh yeah, Nancy, thanks for the follow. Oh, definitely not, no. I cannot chat instead. I'm guessing based on the questions you're asking. I know you can't hear me since your headphones aren't working.
Med kit. Just follow the marked trees in the woods west of here.
I'm not even gonna bother responding to them. Anyone that's listening with headphones on, that's someone that's trying to sell something. Need the med kit. Just follow the marked trees in the west woods. Yeah, we got the med kit. We have to trade it to him, I guess.
Oh, good. You got the med kit. Okay, see that ladder over there? Climb it to the top. Take this. You'll need it to open the door. You'll figure it out.
Ancient mechanism. Interesting that they even let us try to use the necklace. Entry incomplete, processing new information. So it's not denied. Which is interesting. Yeah, the only people that join and then follow and then say something like that are people trying to sell stuff. So it's safe to ignore them. Don't worry, I don't ignore real people. Now we have like a little puzzle or something. 2 mining picks and like an eye. And then over here there was like... Is that like a sun? A flame? I guess this one will be mining pick then. It's like the kind of puzzle you expect to see in a Souls Lake. It's a puzzle. You can already see the follower counts gone back down. The people that go into people's chats and immediately follow and then try to like guilt them into buying stuff off of them are some pretty subhuman trash. It's kind of funny. And they're so common too. They never do it to like people that actually have enough viewers that they would have mods or anything. They only ever do it to small streamers, which tends to work on small streamers a lot because a lot of them have an attitude like they need to respond to every little thing, and it's kind of predatory. Now, I'm a small streamer with no mods as well, but I don't give a shit. It's the difference. Using a save point will conserve your progress. Should be defeated in combat, you will return to the last save point used. Upon defeat, any conversations, datum discovered, puzzles completed, or enemies looted will all be preserved. Okay, good. However, weapon progress and loot generated or gathered from enemies will be reset to the state of the last save point used. It's quite the report here. Jeez. It's a report from Epsilon 11, underground site Lambda 2. Preliminary dust analysis determined site has been completely sealed since at least 937 AD, coinciding with the height of the 5th Limbic invasion. Actions taken. Unlocked the door, explored, cataloged items, base camp made. Following items sent to the facility: dust samples, drone imaging, iron tools, shackles, teeth from separate skeletal remains for DNA analysis. Actions planned: unseal next doorway in the morning of January 23rd. Auditory cues reveal possible entity presence. Exercise extreme caution as entity contact. Lightly set up contingency evaluation plan. What did they say at the end there? The entity? They still expect the entity to be here? Didn't quite register as I was reading it. I was like, wait a second, what'd they say? Oh, probably in the investigation, yeah? This was just the chat. Datum list? People, items, locations. Where would you find the information you had before? Here? Ah, here we are. Oh, entity contact likely. I read that as entity contact likely set up contingency evacuation plan, like the entity had a plan. Wonder if their contingency evacuation plan worked out for them. Doesn't look like it. No red poncho.
Hey, you okay?
Don't think that's a person.
Hey! Fuck. What the fuck? Shit.
At least he aims poorly. Oh, that's cool. Is that the sergeant? No, not a red poncho. He's saying that's the core of the entity there, probably? Looks like, yeah, I was gonna say more like it ran away. Hey. I was wondering if you just didn't have to pay attention to those at all. And it was only the main thing that mattered. But it seems like they do matter. I think they should have had you do a little bit of combat or something before you get here. I don't know how it works storyline-wise, But it would set up the idea that this person is very strong, right? Audio is still a bit loud. X is the attack button. Oh, B still dodge, yeah. Oh, the dodging feels weird. I had to play this like a different than normal. Did we get hit there at the end? Hmm. Oh my god, is this an equip load issue? Or is this what the dodging in the entire game is going to be like? Holy cow. Is that why the enemy is so slow too? Need a code. Oh, this is back here. Is there an equip load that shows up in the inventory? We don't really have anything right now, so it can't be an equip load thing, you would think. Endurance, guard protection, equipped glyphs, combo hit damage, limbic sphere is neutral, whatever that means. I don't see anything that relates to equipped capacity. So can the drone read this for us? First, the sinners are brought to the tower. It's probably going to relate to the code. All these scrolls. Endurance restoration 2000. Oh, so if you want to go put things on your equip, you have to go through this long menu animation. So you can do a parry there of some sort, huh? And finally, the sinners will fall into the fires of hell. Two vital stats, health and stamina. It represents the green bar at the top of the screen. Maximum health is equal to your total endurance. Maximum stamina is your current health. As you receive hits, your health will decrease. In turn, it lowers the maximum stamina available for actions. Stamina will regenerate automatically up to your current health level. However, health does not regenerate automatically. If health reaches 0, you die. Can you like sneak up behind these, I wonder? Doesn't seem to have eyes. Okay. Those animations are gonna be hard to parry. Well, not that one. I'm gonna see if there was a parry. Or if that was just... It might have just been... Might have just been it running out of stamina. Or I got lucky with the parry there before. Those animations are goofy though, on purpose, but then they will endure the climb through the twin-headed serpent. Tower, twin-headed serpent, fires of hell. I'll wait for the game to tell me if there's a parry or not. Which one's which, though? Does it go 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3? Let's say the bottom is 1. Onto the tower. I've already forgotten. It said tower something and then fires of hell. Serpents, yeah. It said tower, serpents, fires of hell, didn't it? Maybe it goes like this then. Alright, so the middle is 1, so 1, 2, 3 going down, not 1, 2, 3 going up. Once swallowed into the depths of the twin-headed serpent Tear, the wretched Sabinian vermin shall be excreted unto the flaying pits of the accursed Himalaya fields. Please. About something. No backstab there. It seems like we're regenning a little bit of max. Oh, I was looking at the endurance bar. Regenning a little bit of max endurance from hitting him. Journal from a prison guard. I'm filled with glee as they enter, row after row shackled in bondage of their own making. Asterian, Jahanian, filthy cattle. Their stench is unbearable. I wish my duty would take me to the spire, to hear their cries, to revel in their laments as they finally grasp the errors of their ways. Alas, my charge lies here. My queen requires it. Cetharus requires it. I am to shepherd the sinners as they await their final judgment at the spire. Limbic capacitor. Instantly gain limbic energy with wielded weapon. What is that what's below there? I see there's a little gauge next to the weapon as if it's leveling up too. Let me see. Limbic modifier. I see. We don't have one right now, but I'm assuming that's like an energy system you use to cast abilities type thing. Running attack? Oh, it's not on X, or it's not on R1. Do we need to check something? Quick attack, charge attack, What's it on? What's up there? RT plus a bunch of things. That's why they need that RT. What's on RB? A healing pulse. Is that what that extra little thing is? We probably haven't introduced it to us yet. So that's why we're on X and Y for our attacks, because they're using RT with a bunch of modifiers. It just always feels weird when RB isn't the attack. Lock on track. What's the thing that we have the drone? Undock the drone? Bracers of Terror Intimidating Bulwark. Limbic Sphere Terror, grade 1. Remaining undamaged will reduce the damage you take. Alright, you have to go into the menu. The long ass animation. Is that a defensive gear? It is. You successfully hit an enemy, faint particles heal around you. These particles represent a window of opportunity to perform a healing pulse. Consumes the particles, restores health equal to a percentage of the damage dealt by the hit that triggered the particles. Particles will disappear if you wait too long if you take damage. Can be accumulated exponentially over multiple successive hits, greatly increasing the amount of health received. That is what we were seeing. That dodge, though. Oh, it didn't let me pulse it. I did something else. Limbic capacitor. Oh, the limbic capacitor is what's needed for the charged attacks as well. Facing two enemies who fight in tandem can be challenging. Use your drone's distract ability. Command it to distract the enemy you're currently locked onto. It will fly towards the enemy and begin distracting it. It will continue until the duration of the abilities run out. You activate the ability to recall your attack. You attack him, the distract enemy. When the distract ability ends for any reason, will return to your side and it goes on cooldown. It didn't let me pulse that. It didn't let me pulse it again. What's going on? It's very limited time to pulse, I guess. Twin limbic acid axes. Equipped in the Lodo tab. To equip a second weapon, go through the animation of entering the menu for 5 minutes. Oh my god, it doesn't let you pulse for a long time. Like, all you have to do is like not do it immediately after the attack that it kills it, and it's already too late. That pulse like fades so quick. It's a good way to make it so you can get the pulse, I suppose. Seems like it might be close to like Sekiro Lies of P timing, window-wise, but like, you know how sometimes you have to do it like super early into the attack. Do you need to gather and then pulse? Or the other times when I wasn't able to pulse because the stuff was away from me? Radiant sheen covers this metallic medallion, featuring a relief of a ram's head found in the underground ruins of the Sinadra forest. Big boy. Most interactable elements cannot be used in combat with the exceptions of ladders and loot. There's a stance bar. Okay. Things are gonna have hard animations to parry just because they're so weird. Oh, the gather is separate. Since they move in such weird ways, it'll take some getting used to for the parrying. Let no prisoner be led beyond these walls unbound. From neck to ankle they must be shackled, that none may stride unburdened in the tower's shadow. Usable item, drone cooldowns by 90. Drone bypass. Oh wow. Epsilon 11, subject multiple suspected SSE. In the Sinadra region, southern Umbrahan. Standard Protocol Alpha. Locate and contain reported anomalies, investigate origin and evolution of sites, collect and catalog relevant... Small... Oh, this is the APC key. Dear Marco, how you been, brother? Unit's been camping out in the Sinadra after our big push. Pulled us all hell. Let me tell you. Feels good to get some rest, even if I'll likely lose a toe to frostbite out here. Hell, I got 9 more, right? Gotta tell you something, Marco. We found something while digging in the trenches. Big old door, sealed and shut, proper old. The captain ordered us to pry it open, and that just don't sit right with me. There are laws against this kind of thing. Remember how Grandpa gave us hell when we tried climbing that old wall near the lake? We weren't supposed to be disturbing heritage sites, even during a war. Captain's lost his damn mind. Can't wait to hear from you. Your bro Martin. We in the trenches. My dearest Marina, we trampled through the Sinedra forest with the fury of King Astor. Fowls never stood a chance. They died like dogs. I must have taken out at least a dozen, scrambling around like termites when the shells dropped. It was glorious. Ugh. We found 3 pal brothers cowering in a farmhouse. Pissed their pants as we took them out back. One of them was wearing a gold watch. Can you believe my luck? Sending it to you with this letter. Sell it and buy yourself something nice. I swear I'll return to you, sweet Marina, once we've killed every last one of them. Wow. Otis. Oh no. Isn't that one of the kids of that one farmer dude? War sucks. Is that linked enemies? You often face 2 enemies linked together by an umbilical cord. This pair is known as a limbic entity and is made up of a hollow walker and a haze. To defeat this pair, you must kill the hollow walker. However, the hollow walker cannot be damaged as long as the haze is still present. Reducing the haze's health to 0 will cause it to retreat into the hollow walker, who will become enraged but vulnerable to attacks. In this state, a hollow walker's limbic energy, represented by the white bar, cannot be reduced and will gradually replenish. If the limbic energy fully replenishes, it will return to a state of invulnerability and the haze will re-emerge. Wait, there was a stance bar on it. Limbic energy is gained landing attacks on a hollow walker, the white humanoid creatures. Drone bypass. Oh, that's wrong button. Oh, I bottomed myself on stamina. Enter the exhausted state. All actions will be performed much slower. Stamina will begin to regenerate automatically after a moment, performing no actions, clearing the exhausted state. There's a 2 next to my sword now. What does it all mean? Is this going to be a limbic entity now too? The same as the other one? Rock got me. It's buffering my rolls like crazy, goddamn. Oh yeah, Adam, how you doing? You can't pulse with no stamina either. Interesting. Couldn't pulse there either. Maybe you can't pulse once they're dead. No, you can because you did before. Yeah, you can see the pulse like highlights but then goes away. I wonder what that's about. No running attacks for sure. On Steam, the demo. Let's use one of these. We hadn't tried to use one of those yet. I think it's only on Steam, the demo. Lots of fellas down in the trenches. Base med kit. Yeah, I know they had something in their statement about console users. I think that was just them saying sorry, though. Unfortunately. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It must take a bunch more effort to get it on consoles for demo or something. Basic meal. Recovers stamina and reduces stamina cost temporarily. Interesting. It's alright. I think the game is much more good looking and like atmospheric than it is the actual combat being good so far, but we'll see. This is where I came out of, isn't it? Maybe not. It's much more like slow paced and floaty combat wise. Up on backwoods. I thought that was where I came out of, but that's where I went out of. The whatchamacallit, the even like when you're talking to NPCs, even like the side info is voice acted. They went all out on that. I wonder if there's a reason for me to go back across the... That's where we came out of. Oh. Oh, you don't even have a limbic entity. I'm playing on controller though, yeah. I play any action game on controller. The only games I don't play on controller are FPS usually. Or games that just don't work very well on controller on PC. Wonder how long they let you hold this for. As you can see, the parry timings will take a little bit of getting used to with how weird the attacks are. It might not be worth it at all for little entities. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't let you healing pulse at certain times. I'm not sure why. Especially for these little guys, I don't think it's worth the parry, but I kind of want to learn the timing, right? There we go. Maybe it's because I thought I was stuck in an animation, but no. It's like when you first started playing Lies of P, because they were puppets and they didn't move like people, you had to learn the parry animations in the difficult way. And these are like, I don't know what they are. They're limbic entities, I guess, is what the game was calling them. But that's what I came down here for. That's not even loot, that's just a light. 1 second. Okay, it is weapon dependent. I was wondering if that was the experience bar in the top left where it says 2 next to the weapon. But it was dependent on which weapon I was using. So I guess not. There's the... and that's not the APC I want. Oh yeah, there's another type of game I don't play with controller, I guess, is CCRPGs. But who in their right mind would play that on a controller? It'd be nuts. Ramhead Crimson Medallion. Nedra Forest Zone 3, estimated 9th century origin. Ramhead iconography matches twin depressions found near door of underground complex. Existence of matching medallions suspected. Further analysis required. We do have another medallion, I think. Oh, what? I didn't even see him move. There's one parry. There we go. The healing pulse feels a little bit like Neo's key pulse, where the key pulse is for stamina, but this one's for healing. I imagine when the game comes out, we'll have to play it on hard difficulty. This does have difficulty sliders. We're just playing it in the normal difficulty or balanced or whatever it's called right now. Because once you get used to key pulsing, I imagine you never take too much damage in like the easier difficulties. Oh, so this isn't the 2 medallions that we have. I don't think we found anything with square rocks. Nope. Is that the guy we helped at the start of the game? Crushed beneath rocks now. Oh, interesting. Got like a little drone landing port on top. This is much larger on the inside, huh? Oh, you can't walk around in here? You only sit in your seat? You can exit. Navigation computer, so you can move around, I guess. Data pad. Is this just the menu? Strange weapons. Perhaps my father knows something about these strange weapons. There are different types of these weapons. Weapons are the only things that can hurt the creatures. Medieval weapons emitting strange energy. Alright, so let's see if it lets us move to that next area that we were supposed to be trying to get to. This is where we started. Oh, do I have something to give to Farmer, maybe? So do we use that APC for the rest of the game as our fast travel? There's no jump in this game, by the way. Kazan also didn't have a jump, so it's kind of like that, I guess. I want to go see if I can give the farmer his son's watch. These are just beginning of the game enemies, though, so maybe they'll be interesting different later. They're cool looking. This one's dead. Oh, no, it's not. That farmer's probably dead, isn't he? So even though you don't stagger them with a parry, like the ones with the 2 parry bar, he still got knocked back like that. It looks like the game does not want me to go see if I can give this watch to the father. Right there. They put a tree in my way. How dare you treat me this way? AAF battalion orders. Decoded communique. Objective: establish forward command post in the farmhouse. Secure the southern Umbrahan region. Hold the region. Maybe this is a different side than where I entered the top farmhouse from before, though. Let's go see if there's a way to get back over here. They've also blocked this path. Oh, here's how we get there, though. This is where we came out, right? Oh, look, the cow's still alive. The weird entities don't want to eat the cows, I guess. They don't believe in hamburger supremacy. Oh, he's here.
You startled me. I thought you were one of those soldiers. It's not a bad idea to dress up like one of them. Listen, I hope you find whatever you're looking for in Joa. You seem to have a purpose. Sadly, Hadia will suck it dry.
I don't know if I like the way you said that. Hey, you hear about these creatures here, bud?
And TR, the two-headed serpent, released his demons invoked by the sins and destructive passions of humankind.
Oh, okay, Ernest.
And our Lord Setherus gouged out his eye, gifting his followers with protection. And so the eye of God gazed upon his believers, freeing them of sin and destructive passions.
And what about the creatures that are here right now, though?
I believe they are the same as the demons described in the holy passages.
It almost seems like he's answering this.
Kada. They appeared about 3 weeks ago. I've been praying in my cellar ever since.
Can I suggest just one thing, though? You could probably close your cellar door, though, right? Like, I know the cellar door probably wouldn't do very much to stop them, but, like, I'm sure if you closed the cellar door, it might be at least a little bit safer. I'm just saying. You can open it again if you need to go out for some reason.
Thank you for bringing this watch back to me. It belonged to Otis, my eldest.
Otis,
My
the eldest of Ernest.
Gave it to me, and I gave it to Otis. I'll give it to Atticus. If he ever comes home.
Good deed accomplished. Any rewards, though? You did a good deed. That's its own reward. Yeah, let's go hop in the APC. Yeesh. Must be one of them car models. Alright. Send me to the Akasa Marshes, where the village of Jova is. The way those the tracks are generated looks very comical.
Epsilon 11. Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes?
Lady, why do you even have your
you?
camera on?
Where are my men?
Dead.
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away.
Nah.
You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
Yeah, we have no idea who we stole from because your room's too dark. Light it up, lady. Welcome to the Akasa Marshes, province of Umbrahan in Hadea. You know, it kind of reminds me of... Silent Hill a bit. Vibe-wise here. What's even powering these lights? I do hear a generator. Is there a line running to that other light? It runs through the cement, Dave. Onamha. Organized Nations Assistance Mission for Hadea. So it's Organized Nations. I was wondering, because in the helmet it says ON, and it's clearly modeled after a UN helmet. It's just Organized Nations instead of United Nations. I said, can I copy your homework? Let's make sure you change it up a little bit. To be fair, the UN is not very organized, so maybe the Organized Nations are more organized. Ooh, it's a Yakuza boss. Not all characters will engage in full conversations, but still may say something of interest.
Why? Why is this happening? Camille. Oh, my baby. Anna, my baby girl. We got separated during the evacuation in Tulsa. The screaming, the panic, the smoke, pure chaos.
Their baby girl dead there too? There is.
I lost them in the crowd. I finally traced them back to Jova, but I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, Camille, forgive me. I'm too late. Without one of their belongings, I can't even give them a proper Palamist burial.
Is this a quest?
Why?
He does have a trade thing. I was gonna say, what's their excuse that we need to go get some of their belongings? Can't give them a proper burial otherwise. I was like, fair enough, I guess. Box of bronze acorns. An ammunition crate holding hundreds of small bronze acorns? Okay. Casaca la fuck is all that. Sabinian territory. Yeah. Outside. What is that? Oh no, that's the... Well done though, to be honest. I think that might be the, like a lot of these demos, they do it after you fight like a boss mob, and then like the game it fades away and it's like, thank you for playing the demo. But that moment to end the demo on is really good, because you're like, what is that over there? Play the game, buy the game. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but well done, to be honest, to do it that way. Very good for marketing perspective. I didn't like that there wasn't any boss, though. I wonder if there's, because that makes you wonder, because of the way the tone of the game is and the types of things you're fighting and how the encounters go, it makes you wonder if there is even any bosses. But then that thing off in the distance there had to have been a boss or something, right? Huh. What happens if I play? It just goes back to the beginning. I can't go backwards and explore more, can I? Oh, I could. I want to see what happens if I load this, if it'll let me walk backwards and look around some. It's save. Invisible wall? Yeah. Let's go take a closer look at that, well, not a closer look, but a longer look at that open field and try not to walk too close to it. So let's try staying up here on this walkway and look around. There's a little village off in the distance there, which is our objective. We got some street lamps and stuff. I don't know if that's something you fight. It doesn't seem to be... No, it is moving, isn't it? Kind of like a giant slime. I'm not sure how you would fight that with the combat system in this game, though. Maybe it'll spawn enemies. Or maybe it's something to be avoided entirely. So it's also like the first area you come to that's kind of like an open area that looks like you could explore around some, that isn't all just pathways and stuff. Some ruins off in the distance over there. And if you walk down, the demo ends. So I don't see the point in like replaying or looking around anymore. One thing they really should have done in this demo, unless there's only a couple bosses in the game and they didn't want to put any in the demo for some reason, which is also a problem on its own. The fact they didn't put any boss in the demo is weird. They probably could have done what AI Limit did, which AI Limit had their demo had bosses anyways, but in AI Limit they had like a boss encounter after you beat the demo. In the main menu it popped up challenge a boss in from the middle of the game, which was a really smart idea for a demo, because this demo has a similar problem to the AI Limit demo without the boss, where it's like an interesting concept and it seems like it'd be decent. I don't know if I'd want to pay full price for it on release, and that's how I kind of felt on AI Limit after I finished their demo. But then AI Limit had, well, a cheaper cost to begin with. It had a boss that you could fight mid-game that kind of showed you how all the mechanics worked and stuff once you got into the game, and how the flow of the game was, which was a huge advantage for them, because I think it convinced a lot of people to get the game. And this game lacks that. I don't know if this game just doesn't have bosses. I'll have to probably, in my mind, if I do even want to buy it, think about it from a different approach. Like, don't think about it like a Souls-like or even a character action game with like bosses and stuff, but more so for the atmospheric and cutscenes and like the voice acting, and like pretty well done from those categories. Because the combat itself is nothing special so far. And we didn't get to fight any bosses to see how they even are. The closest thing we saw to a boss fight was the cutscene where someone else was fighting and we were watching. So will I buy this game on release? I certainly will not pre-order it. I'll probably look up to see if there even is bosses in the game, because it feels like the vibe is a little off there. It almost feels like maybe there aren't bosses for some reason. But I'm sure there must be, right? I don't know. And if they don't have bosses, let's see how the game deals with that. Certainly won't pre-order it. I think it'll depend on how much I feel like spending money when it gets close to release and what my schedule's like. Like, I think there's a lot of good stuff going on. Like, the atmosphere is good, the graphics look good, I like the art style. They managed to pull off one thing really well that a lot of games don't do, is a game that has a dark, I don't want to say atmosphere, but it's like literally just, it's actually dark. You know what I mean? Like, it's dark out, but you can still see everything you need that's relevant. Because some games, when they do that, there's like, they make the game dark and you just can't see shit, and you're just like, it's like, brother, it's a video game, you want to be able to play it. This game does that really well, where it's like dark areas, but you can still see everything you need to see. I just wish they'd shown you a little bit of what the combat will be like when you actually have abilities and stuff. And like I said, that thing the AI Limit did with their demo, where they give you a boss from mid-game to play around with, would have been a big advantage for them, I think. Because this is more so of a teaser than a demo, which works and all, but a teaser's not going to convince me to pre-order a game the way a demo would. If they actually gave us like a demo of the content of the game, like further in. I don't mean the demo needs to be bigger either, I just mean they need to give you a glimpse. Even if they just give you the first boss or something, if there were bosses. I don't know. In any case, we'll circle back around in September when the game comes out and see how we're feeling. We'll probably buy it. I don't know if it'll be a day one thing for me, and it certainly won't be a pre-order, and it certainly won't be a deluxe edition, because I don't feel like there's any value in either of those things for me. If there's a pre-order bonus, I might buy it like a day or two ahead of time if I feel like it. In any case, I just wanted to hop on and play through that. It was shorter than I expected. And like I said too, I guess that's because it's a teaser rather than a demo. So I'm gonna hop off for now, and like I said, I'm gonna go probably get some food and some coffee, and I'll be back on a little bit later. I think I'm gonna play some more ReFantazio that we started yesterday, rather than anything else right now. I think my plan is I'm gonna play some ReFantazio today, and then I think Tuesday, Wednesday I might play some Kingdom Come Deliverance. Friday I might play some more Night Rain, and then Saturday, Sunday I think I'm gonna play more ReFantazio. Play a little bit of a variety week. In any case,